How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins submitted to the workshop this week. If you're new, just to fill you in quickly what this means, there's a lot of skins here, but you're probably going to wonder, well, where do these all make it in? When do I get them? Are they all here? That is a good question. Once a week, 8 or so skins are accepted by the game's creator and lead dev, Helk, and the rest of these skins either have a chance maybe later, but most likely won't ever get in. And that's just kind of how it goes, since there's probably hundreds of submissions a week and well over 70 to 100 good skins every week. So yeah, when only 8 or 10 make it in, that's kind of how it goes. So for everyone else, let's go ahead and jump on in here. First up, we've got a train driver's cap, but it's not actually a skin for the cap, it's actually a boonie hat, which I thought was quite different, since technically there is a hat and, a cap hat. So, but there it is. Definitely nice little look to it, and I like the little locomotive on the logo there. Next up, we've got a hoodie and pants set for you. This is the Emo Core pants and hoodie. And yeah, there you go. It's got a, texture not found look to it. And then you've got a bunch of little like buttons and so forth and huge zippers. You got some, diamond bracelets, studded bracelets there and so forth. Some chains hanging out of your pockets. Yep, it fits right into it. I feel like I'm, sitting across from the emo table right now at high school. So we've got something very unique for you. This is actually a jacket skin, but it's been made to look more like a cloak. And yeah, it's just absolutely very cool. It's part of the Berserker set, but it's just very different. I love when they really work the skin and get something different out of it, and this is just a beautiful example of that. Next, we've got a road sign set for you. This is the Ares set. And yeah, as you can see there, a little too close there, you've got a Ares, a ram right here, Ares ram, I got it, I'm getting there, guys. I also like kind of the sculpting here. It gives kind of like a chiseled outlook to the Bomb the Coffee Can helmet, and got some nice horns here on the side with some flames, and so forth. It's definitely a very regal looking set, for sure. Next, we've got a high qual set for you, and this one fits right into Rust. This is the Sapper Metal face mask and chest piece by Zinc, and yeah, the whole thing just looks like something that fit right into Rust. It's all rusty and pieced together, and I like the whole silence thing back here. I love that. And there you go. Next up, we've got deployables for you. Starting out, we've got a sleeping bag, and it looks like it's the continuation to what may become a set for the Fire Phoenix. We got in the door, so hey, maybe we'll get a sleeping bag. It's definitely a nice little addition to the set, I would say, for sure. Then, moving on over here, we've got furnace after furnace after furnace. So we're going to start off with this ugly dude over here. This one is the Ogre Furnace by Cubist, and yeah, you can definitely see the whole thing looks like an ogre. Next over here, we've got another furnace for you. This one is the charcoal furnace, and well, the whole thing is just meant to look like it's made out of charcoal. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Then over here, we've got a twofer for you. We've got some mushroom furnaces. There's version 1 and 2. As you can see, there's a colorful one, and then one that looks like one of those death cap mushrooms that you can see. Then over here, we've got another furnace for you. As I said, hey, lots of furnaces. This is the Dead Pirates furnace. Nice little addition to what could be a set from that as well, as we saw the door the other week. Then over here, we've got a furnace that makes it look like it's made out of rubber and so forth. This is the gas tank furnace, and the bottom has tires around it, and the rest of it looks like welded together pieces from a gas tank. Definitely a very cool little rusty idea that fits the world quite well. Then over here, we've got a little castle for you. This one is definitely quite cool. This castle by Yummy World, and you can see it has the various little windows, and it's on top a nice little grass hill with some moss growing on it. Then over here, we've got some boxes. This one right here is the Display Box Medicine by Rob Star. Has definitely more of a techie look to it. Then over here, we've got you another pig box. This is the Accumulative Pig Medal. So there you go. And then over here, we've got the Meds box for the Transparent AF set. And lastly for boxes, we've got the next one in the set of the Graffiti boxes with the tools. Then, if we pop on over here, we've actually got a rug for you, and this one looks cool. It kind of looks like it's made out of like wicker and wire and wood. This is the Loot, Laugh, Love Loot, Laugh, Love rug by Ted. Then we've got some doors for you. Starting out, we've got a couple wooden ones. This single door here is the Fire Cocktails wooden door by Dio. Take a look at the other side here. There's that fire. Fire at the exit. That doesn't look good. Next, we've got a double wooden door for you, and this is the Friendly Wooden Door. Definitely looks so friendly. I mean, do you want to rate them? They look like such happy hippies, right? Oh, happy day. Look at that. Definitely. Peace and love, guys. Then we've got some sheet metal doors, starting out with this anglerfish over here with the Deep Sea Sheet Metal Door by Milo. Then over here, we've got something with kind of a little more digital look. This is the Illuminated Smelter Door. So it has a little electrical mechanism there and a little digital fire and furnace for you. Then over here, we've got kind of a mosaic-y looking door. This is the Vintage Door by Jessen. And yeah, it just has kind of like a mosaic-y look to the default sheet metal door, and I think it looks really nice. Speaking of art, we've got this over here. This is the Chrome Monster Double Door by Hatson. Then we've got another double door for you with more of a graffiti kind of look to it. This is the Double Bus Door by Y9J. Then we can go over here to some of the garage doors. We've got the Guardian of Hell garage door by Multihat. Then we've got a skull over here in the Cranial Assault garage door by Spectre. And one last garage door if we pop on up here. This is the Trainyard garage door by Cheshire. And to top it all off, we've got one armor door for you, and it's solid gold. This is the Minted Gold armor door by Trix. Cobalt minting. There you go. Fine gold. Definitely love that. But let's go ahead and kill the lights. Off our first one with glow here is, of course, this hellish door. Then we can cruise on over to this metallic monster. And then we've got the little digital art here on the door. Our 8-bit kind of pixelated art, you know what I mean, guys. Then we've got that angler. It looks like, man, it's staring right at there through you. Our little friendly door. And the cocktail door. If we go ahead and head on over to the boxes, we'll do a little twirl around each one here. Can't really see the pig too well on that, or the writing on the side, unfortunately. If you're really close, you can see it, but you gotta kind of push your face against it. There's that box, and then we've got our furnaces. So first off, the little castle here has its little windows light up, which is quite neat. Then we've got pretty much a whole kind of like light through the panels of a glow down from the top there. Over here, pretty standard glow, but you do have the little lights in the skull. Nothing on the back. We head on over to these. Again, nothing too much, just kind of a standard glow on these. Then if we head to the charcoal furnace, you can see the whole thing lights up in between all of the coals, which looks very cool. And lastly, we've got the ogre furnace, and man, this thing is just crying lava everywhere out of its face or something, man. He looks like he's in pain. And last, the phoenix bag does glow, unlike the door. And there you have it. Alright, up next we've got tools for you, and first up we've got a cool mushroom hammer. Seems like a lot of people really kind of like the mushroom idea this week. Then we've got a couple rocks for you, starting out with this one, and man, this just looks like a delicious cracked open pomegranate. Definitely a cool little rock there by Sodenser. Then we've got a very icy and pixely rock for you. This is the Ice Cube rock by FaZe. Definitely a neat little rock for sure. Then over here we've got a blue rock with some gold little highlights through it. This is the Lapis Lazuli rock by Kua. Then we've got a stone tool set for you. And well, if that looks like sushi, that's because it is. This is the Nigiri stone tool set. Of course, there's the matching pickaxe with it. Next, we've got another stone tool set for you. These are the Warlord stone tools. And yeah, it's a continuation. We actually got the metal ones, so you can see that this would be the stone tool set. And of course, there's the pickaxe. I also like the kind of like nice burnt look to the wood. Then we've got some metal tool sets for you. Starting out with this one is very smooth, kind of blue metal to it. This is the Stargaze hatchet and pickaxe by Morpheus. Then we have another set for you, but for some reason the hatchet won't load, as you can see. So I don't know if there's an issue with Steam, but I've been trying for hours to get it to function, and it's just not. So we'll go ahead and skip straight to the pickaxe. It's definitely got a very nice color, and this is the Amenity hatchet and pickaxe. I'm sure if the author sees this, they can maybe take a fix at the hatchet. Next, we've got a Crossy for you, and this one kind of has like a little bit of kind of retro tech look to it. This is the Radio Vision crossbow by iSmile, and yeah, it definitely just has that old kind of radio look to it, which is definitely cool. Aiming down the sights here, you can see kind of like an asphalt with like, you know, stripe going across it kind of look to it. Then we've got an Ioka for you, and this one is all fleshy and strange. This is the Biomech Ioka. Definitely a very crazy looking one, for sure. That top is just creepy. Man, it looks like some kind of fleshy blowhole or something. Nah, I don't know. Next, we've got a python for you, and this one is the Melanism python. And yeah, this is definitely a cool little look to it. Has a nice design to it. I definitely think it might be a little too glossy, because when the sun hits the top of the barrel there, it does gloss up a bit too much, but that's an easy fix. Aim down the sides here, you've got red against the white. Not glowing, however. There's that reload. Then we got another python for you, and this one here is all snaked up. This is the Ancient Predator python by Werecat. And yeah, man, it's all scaly, and it just has a really cool green to it that almost morphs to a gold depending on the light, which I think is quite cool. Then you've got the green versus a white tip there for the sight. Next, we've got a SAR for you, and this one is the Scorpion SAR, if you can't tell by all the scorpions all over it. And yeah, it just kind of has like a lava rock kind of look to it with gold around it. And yeah, it does look like it's a little dark sometimes, so maybe there's something up with the shaders. I'm not entirely sure there, or the AO, maybe. Aiming down the sights here, you've got gold sights and some golden teeth around that gem. Then next in this group, we've got a Tommy for you, and it is a continuation in the Base Breaker set by MDE, so therefore it is the Base Breaker Tommy. Aiming down the sides here, you've got a little blue tip against the rusted iron and the pinkish purple there. Magenta, is that the word I'm looking for? Next up, we've got a continuation with the comic set with the comics Tommy. As you can see here, it says rat-a-tat-tat-ta on the side, and it definitely fits in, and the little hidden smiley face is right under the foregrip. You can see him there. Aiming down the sights, well, I mean, it's pretty much just, you know, white and black there. Pretty straightforward. Then we've got a custom for you, and this one is a wooden little piggy. It's a continuation from the wooden sap we saw pop in the other week. And when you aim down the sides, there is the little piggy face covered in mud, judging your aim. Then we've got an MP5 for you. There's actually two, but one of them won't load in on Steam. So you guys can check that down in the description. I've got the link to the workshop. And not entirely sure, yeah, what's going on with that one. But you can look at it there, and hopefully maybe they'll fix it in the meantime. Aiming down the sights here, not too much going on. They probably could have used some of the color on the sights there. But yeah, it definitely looks like something that might glow, but it does not. Next, we've got an AK for you, and a couple more after that. This is the Ice Cream AK by Rotoman, and it definitely looks delicious, with kind of a cartoony little art style to it as well. Next, we've got another AK for you, and this one is all kind of scattered around. This is the Snow Bastion Stockless by McCready. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a red tip against the silver sights. And there we go for that reload. We've got another AK for you, and this one is definitely a different looking one. This is the Fabric AK-47. And yeah, this one, wow, the whole thing kind of just looks like it's stitched over, and it's an odd look. I don't know, how do you guys feel about it? I feel the stitching could look a tiny bit better, but it's definitely a really cool concept, so I definitely wanted to go ahead and pop this one in here. Then next up, we've got another AK for you, and this one has all sorts of colorful splashes on it. This is the AK-47 Maze by Oasis. It's almost kind of got a hypnotizing pattern. Yeah. Alright, last up we've got a couple more AKs. This one has more of a techie look to it. It also comes in a red version, which you can check out in the workshop link. This is Inferno Blue by Destroy007. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a black tip against the white and silver. And there's that reload. Next, we've got a very fruity AK for you, and this one is the Watermelon AR. And, man, it looks juicy. Look at that. Actually looks like the seeds pop off. They did a pretty good job on making this one. Aim down the sights, you've got all sorts of watermelon and some watermelon pinky flesh colored sights. Aim down there. Then we've got an LR for you this week, only one, but this is the Burned Out by 9K. And yeah, it kind of has like a tempered burn there, and then it's got various different patterns and colors. Looks a little beat up. Aiming down the sights, you've got yellow versus the kind of messed up old metal there. We'll go ahead and pop that reload. Then we've got an L9 for you, and this one is the Crisis? L96? Chrysis? Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of Egyptian thing I'm horribly pronouncing and butchering, and it's probably really easy to say, and I'm just being dumb. But there you go. Definitely a very nice sculpt job on this one for sure. Even aiming down the sights has a little bit of something for you, just in case you decide to no-scope it with the L9. And then last, a satchel for you, and this one is a continuation in the Smoldering set. So therefore, of course, it does actually glow. So we'll kill the lights right here real quick, and you can see the tips of the fuses are lit, as well as a smoldering corner on it. But that's going to do it, everyone. Sound off down in the comment section below which ones you like the most and why. As always, thanks for watching. I love hearing back from you. And sound off down there which ones you are hoping to see the most, as I'll try to get that feedback to Helk. As always, thanks for watching. Stay rusty, and I hope you're enjoying your wipe.